Nothing in chess is worse than losing to a girl. And today, I've been humbled. In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the games that we played. And as a side note, we had a bet heading into some of these games that if I lost, I had to wear the color pink in my next video. So for the rest of this video, I'm now going to be wearing the color pink. Coming into this game, I had never lost a game to a woman. Don't actually check the stats on that. But I was feeling pretty arrogant, let's say, coming into this. And I start off with e4, she plays e5. You're going to see a lot of this throughout this video. I play knight f3, and we get the Ponziani. Now, what I didn't know was she was prepped to the gills against this line for some reason, as just a 1000. She goes knight to f6. I play d5, d4, and she takes in the center. I push, and she always plays this gambit, and I just had no way of refuting it. I take the knight, she takes, I play king up. In this game, she played it very wrong. In every other game, she went back, but in this game, I did actually start off with an advantage, and I just missed it. Not playing queen a4 here is absolutely horrendous, because then I could have taken the pawn, and I'm also threatening the knight. But instead, I took here and played knight b to d2, and this all looks very, very logical. She just takes, I take back, her bishop pinging, so she has to move it back, and now I play queen to a4. She just guards, of course, and I play queen to g4, waiting for her to castle, and then I would attack on the king side. She plays queen to f6. I don't think this is the best move ever. And I play another dubious one right back, playing bishop to e3. She gives me this check. The computer doesn't like it, but I think it's very natural. She takes my bishop, I take, and then she takes my other bishop, and here she's just worse. I believe she's down material here, and my position's just better. Yeah, she's just simply down a piece. And my position's better. It's unbelievable how she managed to outplay me from this. She castled, we traded queens, and this should not be losable by me as a 2000, but somehow I managed to. And yeah, here I thought I was bringing my king to safety, but really I had no need to do this because my king was already safe and I just should have kept it active. She pushes a pawn here. The easiest setup by far, is just bring both of your rooks here and keep pressure on this pawn. But I must have been feeling a little bit relaxed this game. I think against anybody else I would have done this. It's shocking that I didn't. Instead, I played knight to d2 for some weird reason. She pushed in the center. And here I sacked my knight, again for a reason I can't really explain. I thought I would just win this endgame, but really it's drawn. She pushes, and here I go after a pawn, but she plays it actively, giving up the pawn and going for mine. And here, the easiest by far setup would have been to play something like, let's say, here. And if this, she can't go there because of mate. So I would have been targeting a pawn, and my rook can always come over to you, and I just would have been doing great. But instead, I made a mistake, and I went to f4. She took my pawn. I went up. She guards, attacks. She played this endgame fantastic for being 1000, by the way. And I start trying to go after a king, and I miss a trap that she set, which was if I go down here, she has mate. She takes both of my rooks, and it's checkmate. This is the first way that I lost, and yeah, this was a disappointing one to say the least. But honestly, the ones later on in this video are much, much worse. Now, coming into the second game, I was feeling pretty confident still. I just assumed she must have got lucky. Something of that nature. But, as we're going to see, that may have not been the case. I went e4, she went e5 again, and something she's called me before is stubborn. Because I keep coming back to the same opening and really try beating it into a wall. I no longer do. Now I just play d4 against her. But yeah, we get the exact same thing, except this time she plays it even better because she brings her bishop back. So yeah, I was already like, man, she must have prepped this line or something, and she told me she did. She told me she prepped it for like hours for some reason with her brother-in-law or something, I think. And yeah, I went queen to d5 and thinking, this is my preparation. Eventually, she has to run out, right? But she just never did. Like, all the way up to here was my preparation. And finally, here I was out. But at this point, I didn't really know what the proper move was. I thought I did. In my mind, I did. And I thought it was this queen sacrifice. But as you can tell by the evaluation, uh, yeah, this move is just terrible. And she took back, I took the knight, and she just crushed me in the next like 5 moves. I thought this was a cool idea, sacrificing the knight, because if queen takes, I would have rook d1. But in reality, it's just bad because she takes my rook and my bishop, and she's just left with two rooks. And in this position, I just assumed that she would convert it, so I I resigned, and yeah, on to the next game, I guess. There's a reason I'm wearing pink, huh? Okay, so the first game was luck. The second game was a coincidence. There's no way I'm letting a chick beat me 3 times in a row. It's not possible. Especially somebody rated almost 1,000 points lower than me. And well, let's see what happens in this game. We go back to the same exact opening. And let's see if I made any changes. Same thing. Same 11 moves. But here, I don't sack my queen. She also doesn't come back with a knight. She plays it much more accurately. And what I should have played here is bishop to g5. This is my notes. I just simply forgot it during the game. I should have checked my course because I think you're allowed to do that in daily games, but yeah, I didn't. I played bishop e3, and now the position is -3 by move 13, so that's good. She took, and then pushed the pawn. This is unbelievable play again by 1,000. I can't take the queen because she would trap. She would trap it with this pin. So instead, I took with the king, and she managed to get a knight out. And yeah, this position worked out great for her. Apparently, she made a pretty bad blunder here, allowing me to get back into the game. But honestly, I just didn't take advantage of it properly. Came back. I thought I was getting some sort of attack going here. Here, I told her that she lost. We like texted during these games, and I thought that she lost. I thought allowing king c2 was absolutely ridiculous on her end, but apparently she played the best move. So yeah, shows shows why she won. I took on f7, came back, and the position looks okay for me still, but it's very hard to get my pieces in play. Here, I thought I was doing something pretty nice by sacrificing my knight, but I thought I could get pretty active. But again, she found the best move. If she actually went and took this knight, then I would say takes, and then I could take this rook. And that was pretty much the whole idea, but somehow she saw that and yeah, found rook to e4. And I pretty much realized my position was just lost here, but I still kept trying to fight. Takes, my king again. And then she found another great move, rook to e3. I didn't even see this move at all. Not far away, not here. Like when she played this, I was just like flabbergasted. I found this cool idea. to win whole queen, but she found another great move, sacrificing it, but winning a piece. Yeah, this game is completely over. One of the lame parts about this is here, I can't just continue to try pushing because she could sacrifice her rook for the pawn and then just push these two pawns and be totally winning. So I tried guarding with a knight, and then she managed to get her knight back, and here I resigned. So yeah, she just completely crushed me in this video. There were times that I got her, and managed to win, but honestly, that's not as impressive because I'm 1,000 points higher than her. Her being able to beat me 3 times like this is, yeah, pretty incredible. And I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one.